We see around the world this wrestling match between what women have been and the roles that we have played in many societies, and the fact that in this world today things are changing. Women don't make as much as men for the vast majority of the planet. Here in the U.S., we have those debates constantly. And when you add in places around the world, we just saw President Johnson Sirleaf talking. Women in the economy are doing much of the work at vastly depressed rates. What that does, let's be real, women run families. A woman's dollar does not go as far in a lot of places. And now we realize we can't have strong countries, we can't have strong economies if half of the workplace is depressed. So the key right now is that these conversations are happening and we're thinking in broader terms about what needs to happen, what are the many pieces that need to be laid into place so that a woman's work is paid what she's worth.
What does that say that they're having a conversation and a huge dialogue at the United Nations?
It says that no one can ignore it any longer. One of the things that was fascinating to hear, and it was just so gratifying, is that one can never divorce the role of health from the role of wealth and being in the economy for a woman. So there's a lot in there in terms of what we do from a girl's childhood to her adulthood, from her education. Does she go to school or does she become a bride? Is she able to regulate the number of children she will have, or is she going to just have a whole lot of kids and that is her life and she's a mother and that's her role? We're talking about this at the UN, and these are policy level international decisions that are being made, and that only bodes well for the globe.
Jamila, do you really believe that I hear that and I think, wow, by 2030, 50-50 equality, that's, less than 15 years from now. Is that possible?
Anything is possible. Realistically, I tend to be a bit skeptical. We see that in many places in the world, when it comes push to shove, the family will educate the boy. The family will put their resources behind the boy child. Daughters in a lot of cultures and a lot of countries are unfortunately thought of as, well, until we can marry her off. And that's entrenched.
Yes.
That's a mindset. And there are people who say, well, it is my culture that my daughter is to stay home. It is my culture that we don't question these things. A lot of girls themselves, however, particularly as we have better access to internet and thought from all over, are saying, but I wish to be educated. I can innovate. I can work. And policymakers are taking note.